Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Juana and this is Juana's Crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to crochet this beautiful border. You can use it for your sweaters, cardigans or shawls. Really beautiful for shawls or scarves, so it's really nice, and you will see it's really easy. Now this is the swatch that I worked with the double crochet, and this is the swatch that I worked with the linked double crochet. Exactly the same yarn, exactly the same stitch, the same hook. So it's 4mm hook. Of course you can use any kind of hook and yarn. I show you this just to show you for you to understand the difference. So with the linked double crochet, from my point of view, it's more beautiful. With the normal double crochet, you can see we have these spaces here in between and it's not the same. But with the linked double crochet we have it smaller. And what I want to say is that when you work with the linked double crochet something, work it with a larger hook than the hook which is reported on the label of the yarn. Okay, so if it's written, I don't know, to be worked with I don't know, hook number 5 of 5mm hook, sorry, so try to work it with a 5.5 or 6mm hook if you want to work with the linked double crochet. It's really nice. Now I will show you with the normal double crochet because it's easier for me to explain, but of course you can try it with the linked double crochet. Okay, now let us begin. So the multiple for this border, it's 12 plus 2. So we begin with chaining groups of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And for the purpose of just to explain the stitch, for me it's perfect. And then we chain 2 more. Okay, now we are ready to begin the first row, which is a single crochet row, so it's not a part of the pattern. Okay, it's just a foundation row, let's say. Okay, so go on and work in each of your stitch 1 single crochet, and then we will begin actually with the pattern. So here I have my single crochet row finished, and now let us begin with the first row of the pattern with a chain of 2, which doesn't count as a stitch. So into the first single crochet, work a double crochet and continue on, work 3 more double crochets into the next 3 single crochets for a total of 4. Now chain 2, skip 2 single crochets, and into the third, it's here, insert your hook, so yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop. Now we will work a puff stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the same single crochet, pull up another loop, yarn over, insert the hook into the same single crochet and pull up a loop. Now yarn over, pull through all and through the chain on the hook and chain to secure. Chain 2 more, skip 2 single crochets and work over the next 7 single crochets, 7 double crochets. If you work with the linked double crochet, the first will be a normal double crochet, of course, because you cannot actually link it. And then you will work linked double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, now we will repeat the same thing. Chain 2, skip 2 single crochets into the third, work your puff stitch, and chain 2 secure, chain 2 more, skip 2 and work 4 single crochets, double crochets into the last 4 single crochets. This is what I wanted to say. And now we finished our first row of the pattern. This is what we have, really easy. Now let us begin with the second. Always chain 2, we don't want to count it as a stitch. So now work 4 double crochet over the first 3 double crochets over the first 3 double crochets. We skip the last one and we chain 2 again, yarn over. Into the secure chain on the puff stitch, we want to work like this: 1 puff stitch, secure chain, chain 2, and 1 more puff stitch. So actually it's a puff stitch shell. Okay, this is what I have. Now chain 2, skip the first and the last double crochet of our 7, so we will work 5 double crochets. And now you can repeat the same thing to finish the row. So now I worked my last shell, puff shell. I will skip the first double crochet of my group of 4 and I will work the last 3 double crochets. 2 and 3. Okay, now this is what we have at the end of our second row. We continue on with the third. Chain 2, turn, and let me just control. Okay, it's 3. Yes, we go on with 3. Yes, so we want to work 3 double crochets over the first 3 double crochets, and actually for the next 2 rows we will repeat the same thing that we worked into the second. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, into the chain 2 space. Now work your shell, puff shell, 1, 2, 3. Oops, what I did here. One, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and 1 more puff into the same chain 2 space. Okay, and now we are ready to chain 2 and to repeat the same thing. So over the 5 double crochets work 5 double crochets, then chain 2, puff, shell, chain 2, and work 3 double crochets over the last 3 double crochets. Repeat this one more time. So I finished all the 3 repeating sequence, let's say 3 rows, and now let's go on with our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row. Chain 2 and turn. Work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now chain 3 and into the chain 2 space of the puff shell work like this: 1 puff, chain 2, another 1, chain 2, and 1 more, so there are 3. Chain 3, skip the first and the last double crochet, so work 3 double crochet over the remaining 3 double crochets. Now repeat the same thing until the end of this row. So I finished my 6th, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my 5th row, and now let's go on with the 6th. chain 2 again, and work just 1 double crochet. Now chain 3 and work into the first chain 2 of the shell, another shell, puff shell. So 1 puff, chain 2, and 1 more. Now in between, work chain 3 and skip into the next chain 2 space and work another puff shell. So 1 puff, chain 2, and 1 more puff, all into the same. So this is what we have. Chain 3 and skip the first and the last and work 1 double crochet into the remaining double crochet. Now repeat the same thing. So chain 3 into the first chain 2 space of the shell, work a shell, puff shell of course, chain 2 and 1 more puff stitch. Chain 3 into the next chain 2 space, work 1 more puff shell. So 1 puff, chain 2, and 1 more puff. And now chain 3 again, finish as you began but skip the first double crochet, work into the last 1 double crochet, and this is what we have right now. Now I finished my 6th row, and now let's go on with the row number 7. So chain 2 again, we have 2 more rows to complete this border. Insert the hook into the double crochet and of course work a double crochet. Now yarn over, skip directly into the first chain 2 space of the first puff shell and work a puff shell. So 1 puff stitch, chain 2, and 1 more puff stitch, chain 2. Now into the chain 3 space we will work 1 puff stitch, chain 2, second puff stitch, chain 2, and the third puff stitch, chain 2. Now into the chain 2 space of the last puff shell we will work another puff shell, chain 2, and 1 more puff. Now skip directly on the double crochet here in the middle and work a double crochet. So we worked actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 puff stitches, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 chain 2 spaces. Now continue on working exactly the same thing as we worked here. Okay, I finished my second to last row, and this is what I have. Now for the last row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so this is 8th, chain 1, turn, single crochet into the double crochet. Now into the secure chain of the puff, so of each of our puffs, we will work 1 single crochet, chain 3, into the same single crochet, inserting the hook in 2 loops, we will slip stitch, so we have a picot. Now into the chain 2 space, each of our 6 chain 2 spaces, we will work 2 single crochets. Again into the chain, secure chain of the puff, work 1 single crochet with a chain 3 picot. into the chain 2 space, work 2 single crochets. Again, single crochet with picot, and into the chain 2 space, 2 single crochets. Single crochet with picot, and into the chain 2, 2 single crochets. Single crochet with picot into the secure chain of our puff, and chain 2. Okay, again, single crochet with picot, two single crochets into the chain 2 space, and here we are, the last puff, single crochet, chain 3 for the picot, and slip stitch. Now into the double crochet, work 1 single crochet, and repeat this all along. Of course, if you have a longer border, I just want to show you how to work it. So this is a little swatch. Okay, so that's it. This is how it looks at the end. It's really nice, really easy, and as I said, I really like it. Now I just want to show you how to work it in rounds. Now, first of all, to work it in rounds, we need only the multiple of 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just want to go on one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So only the multiple of 12. I put it 3 times, so I have 36 chains. Now I just want to join. Just be sure that the chain is with the right side facing you, and insert the hook into the last chain. Okay, and slip stitch to join, of course. Oh. So slip stitch to join, chain 1, and work your single crochet round. So we just want to work 36. I have here 36, so 36 single crochets. So I have my single crochet round here, and I just want to show you how to begin your border, this border pattern in round. Now we have here the set of 7 double crochets, so we will begin with this one. So we work 1, 2, 3, 4 all around the pattern stitch, and then we will finish with 1, 2, 3. Now chain 2, into the very first single crochet, work your double crochet and 3 more, 2 and 3, for a total of, sorry, 1, 2, 3, for a total of 4. Oops, don't want to increase. Okay, now I have my 4. I will just go on to complete all around with my pattern. So now chain 2 and skip 2 single crochets into the third, work your puff stitch, chain 2 more, skip 2. Now work a complete set of 7 double crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now again chain 2 and so on. So now, as you can see, I'm working on my last 3 double crochets to complete my first set of 7 double crochets. We insert the hook into the first and slip stitch, and this is what we have. So we will continue on like this, working Now into the second we will begin into this one and we work only 3. We will end with 2. Finish the round with 2 to complete the 5. We will go on like this to repeat, of course, for the repeating 3 rows. So working 3 and at the end 2 for our 5. Then we will begin with 1, 2 and we will work 1 more at the end of the round, okay, for 3, and for 1 we will just work 1 and that's all. Chain 3 and slip stitch, and here we will work 1, of course, and then slip stitch only. So that's it. It's really easy to work it around. I just wanted to show you where to begin, so it's kind of like this, where to begin, so it's really easy now to continue on if you need it for a sleeve or something like that. Okay, now hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope I give you a nice idea for borders. I really love borders because even if we work something with a double crochet, with this with a nice border we can just embellish and create a particular and original item, crochet item. Okay, so see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.